Hey loves, my name is Kyle August, and today is day 12 of our 14 days of love leading up to Valentine's Day. And today I'm going to help you feel the love that you are going to feel in your wish fulfilled state more often so you can remain in that state of your assumption every day, all day, at any given point in time, and you're going to see this help you manifest much quicker, and it's going to feel so much easier and so much more effortless. The first thing we need to discuss is the idea that we truly have access or the ability to give ourselves any emotion that we desire at any given time. Now, I will say this isn't always the case because sometimes our external reality can get the best of us and we're going to feel some emotions that we don't necessarily want, and this is perfectly fine. But on the grand scheme of things, like right now, feeling relaxed, feeling calm, remember that you have the ability to give yourself any feeling that you desire. You could make yourself happy, you could make yourself sad, you could make yourself confident, you could make yourself mad, you could give yourself literally any emotion that you desire. And the way that I proved, and I can prove it again right now, that we actually have this ability is if I were to bet you $1 million right now that I could make you upset in the next 30 seconds. If I said, I'll bet you $1 million, if I can make you upset, you owe me $1 million, and if I don't, then I'm going to owe you $1 million. How quickly would you then get control of your emotions, and you would know no matter what I said to you, you would not let it upset you, because you would know if I just stay chill and relax and think upon this $1 million that I'm going to get, you wouldn't allow anything to get under your skin. You wouldn't allow anything to upset you, to make you mad. You would have full control of your emotions because you have that leverage and that knowing that you can do whatever you want and you're going to get this $1 million if you stay true to that. In this case, we can do the same thing with our specific person. Knowing and understanding that we could constantly be living in the end, why don't we use our specific person as that goal, as that gift, instead of that $1 million, and you're going to see it become much easier. So something else I want to go over, because you may be asking, well, if I always have a control over emotions, why do I feel certain things sometimes that I don't want? Well, it's very simple. So we currently have rules as to why we will feel a certain way. So if someone comes up to you and insults your outfit, says it's the worst clothes they've ever seen, that might make us feel sad. Or we might be under the belief that if someone succeeds in something that we're doing at this very moment, we may feel jealous of them. Or something good, we have the rule that if we receive a hug from someone we love, we feel very loved. But remember, it is all up to the mental rules that we are giving ourselves. Because if I were to state or insult you on something you didn't feel was true, you would not get upset at all. Like if I said to you, I absolutely despise your pet llama, would you feel upset or insulted by that? You would not feel upset. I mean, maybe if you do have a pet llama, but majority of the time you'd say, well, that doesn't make any sense, right? But when we are feeling confident and abundant and positive, and we know this is the same way that we'll react when someone says, you're ugly, you're not loved, you are stupid. We would not accept or be offended at all because we know the truth that we are someone who's loved, we are someone who's beautiful, we are someone who is intelligent. But to then find out our rules when it comes to love, I want you to finish this sentence. If I were to say, I feel loved when blank, how would you fill in that blank? Now take a moment and really think about this because it's going to be very important. The more we think about this and the more we find this answer within, the easier it will be to actually achieve or change these rules and give ourselves the love that we are desiring and the love that we are deserving. You will find also when you really get into these ideas and these beliefs and these rules that some are going to be empowering beliefs and some are going to be disempowering. What I mean by this is an empowering belief, so an empowering rule for feeling loved is going to be very easy to meet, but a disempowering rule is going to be very hard to meet. An empowering belief is always under your control to receive, and a disempowering belief is not. An empowering belief to achieve an emotion has many ways to achieve it, and a disempowering belief has very few. But I'll give you an example because we want to be feeling love in the highest amount of times possible throughout our day. So let's say when we had that sentence of I feel loved when, we answered it with I feel loved when my specific person messages me every day. Now ask yourself, is this empowering or disempowering? Is this possible to meet? Is there a lot of ways we can receive it, and is it under our control? Now it is possible, but there actually is only one way to meet that, and it isn't necessarily under our external reality control, like the actions we can take or our logical mind's control, because as we know, everything is up to our beliefs internally. But in this case, having this belief that if my specific person feels or texts me every day, I feel loved, isn't necessarily going to help us out that much. It's a belief that is disempowering, because then your specific person could message you 6 out of 7 days of the week, and because they didn't message us on that 7th day, we are going to feel unloved, and it's going to completely disintegrate or ruin those other 6 times that they did text us. If someone did have the belief that they feel loved whenever their specific person messages them, that would actually be a very easier or better belief and more empowering, because then their specific person could text them once a week and they're going to find that they feel much more loved, much more abundant, and much more in their end state. But a really good empowering belief that you could change this one to would be I feel love whenever I express love or allow myself to receive it. Think about all the possible ways you could then feel loved, receive love, or give love, and have that feeling of love internally, how easy it is to meet, and then just how many ways you can actually achieve that. But how would this change your reality with this new belief when it comes to love? How much more love would you receive and feel on a daily basis? And how much more often would you feel in your end state of living with your specific person, being married to them, having the kids, because you will be feeling a lot of love, and this is going to allow you to receive that right here and now. At this point in time, with this belief, your 3D is going to become almost inexistent to you. It's not going to matter. You're not going to care if your specific person messages you every single day or once a week, because either way, when you express love or allow yourself to receive it, you're going to feel loved. But there is a very funny outcome that's going to happen in this way. Let's go back to the person who assumes their specific person must message them every single day in order for them to feel loved. So then their specific person messages them 6 times a week out of 7, and they feel unloved. What's going to then occur as a result of that belief? Because they feel unloved, because they don't feel good enough and not in their end state, what's going to happen? Slowly but surely, their reality must then match their internal state, and they're going to see their specific person begin to message less and less until it's almost inexistent, because that's what the belief is implying. But if instead you took that person who thought, if my specific person texts me at all, I feel loved, but more importantly, anytime they express love or allow themselves to receive it, they feel it. If their specific person messages them once a week, they feel an overwhelming abundance of love. But then what is this going to cause in their external reality? Because they're feeling that way and because they're matching that end state, they're going to see their specific person message them more and more and more, because this matches with their internal state and with their beliefs and their conscious awareness. But this is funny and almost sounds like a paradox, because the person who is feeling very loved and abundant for the one message ends up getting more and more and matching their end state even more so than someone who receives 6 times the amount of messages or responses from their specific person, because it all depends on your internal state and how you're feeling. But my challenge for you today is to try this out and find your belief when it comes to feeling loved, and then change it to a more empowering one. You can also use the one that I included in this video. I feel like that is a very good one and a very easy way to feel loved and give love and feel it when you're giving it. The main thing to remember during this whole process is that the feeling always comes first. So if we are able to feel that love on a more consistent and a more daily basis, then we are going to see that reflect in our reality in that positive way and show up in a way of our specific person reaching out, hanging out, texting us, sending us messages. And this doesn't have to include any response with your specific person. You could be in no contact and taking upon this belief system. Creating a more empowering belief is going to get you to see more results at a much quicker rate with your specific person right now. You don't have to be in contact. They don't even have to send you a message once a week or at all in order to change that belief that you feel love anytime you express love or anytime you allow yourself to receive it. But I want you guys to try this out and let me know how you feel and how your weeks and days become filled and overwhelmed with love. If you had any comments or questions, leave them down in the comments section below. Remember also, if you wanted to send me a personal message or reach out to me for one-on-one coaching, head over to my website, kyleaugustcoaching.com. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you really enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe because we're reaching the end of this 14 days of love leading up to Valentine's Day. I want you guys to be as successful as possible. I want you to be with your specific person and have the most romantic night. But always remember, if it doesn't come in this way, that's perfectly fine as well. You can utilize all these videos at any given time because sometimes your story in the bridge of events is perfect for you. And don't ever forget that. You are absolutely going to be with your specific person without a doubt. But that is all I got for you guys today. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.